Why was Jillian Anderson scared to play Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher? What's Helena Bonham Carter's tip to imitating the royal accent? And why did Emma Corrin say that Diana had an awful sense of style? Hi, I'm Joy. Let's find out. Gillian Anderson as Margaret Thatcher. Although it seems unexpected to see Agent Dana Scully as the former British Prime Minister and the renowned Iron Lady, Anderson turned out to be perfect for the role. With the help of the hair and makeup teams, she looked terrific as Thatcher. Olivia Colman revealed about Gillian's portrayal. Sitting opposite her, especially when the light was behind her, was a bit scary, and Gillian's voice and walk were very funny. It was very difficult to keep a straight face. It was like having a ghost around. Even the Prime Minister's voice was perfect, and as Gillian said, it was the most crucial aspect in her preparation for the role. You can have all of the physical accoutrements that you want for Thatcher, but if you don't have the voice, then it's not going to fly, the actress explained. But despite looking so much like the Iron Lady on the set, for Anderson, playing her was quite a challenge. "I don't think I've ever taken on a role that presented so much pressure," the actress said. She explained that it was due to a vast number of strong and conflicting opinions about Thatcher in the UK and the world. "Taking on somebody who is hated as much as Thatcher is a whole other thing," Anderson added. And yet, although she was scared to play her, Gillian didn't hesitate at all about taking the part. And how the controversial politician was portrayed in The Crown probably played a part in that. As the actress revealed, in the series we're going to see another more emotional side of Thatcher. "It's a whole portrait. It's not a one-dimensional portrait," Anderson said. "Aren't you excited to see the Iron Lady in a new light?" Olivia Colman as Queen Elizabeth II. It's going to be the second time we'll see this phenomenal actress in the Netflix historical drama. For her performance in the third season, Colman won a Golden Globe Award, so we can expect her to be just as brilliant in season 4 too. In fact, she might even show us more of her talent. During a press conference, the Oscar-winning actress revealed that the series creator, Peter Morgan, came up to her while shooting the 4th season and said she was doing much better. And I said, "Of course, we've had time to sit with it and stop overthinking everything. This is our second time around, so we've lived with these characters," Colman added. But unfortunately, as time goes on, Olivia is going to have to pass the role of Queen Elizabeth II onto another actress for the next season. It's going to be Imelda Staunton, by the way. When Colman was asked whether it was bittersweet to leave the series, the actress said it was only bitter. "I'm very sad that it's over," she revealed. "But it's time that she's played by somebody else. Being her was a great gift, and it's been really fun." Interestingly, when Colman spoke about the plot of season 4, she disclosed that we should expect to see quite a few awkward scenes. "There were lots of very funny moments between Thatcher and the Queen in our version," the actress said, explaining that although Elizabeth was glad to work with another high-powered woman, her joy didn't last. "I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to watching these funny scenes." Tobias Menzies as Prince Philip. Speaking about quitting the series, this British actor, famous for his roles in Outlander and Game of Thrones, revealed that the pandemic ruined the cast's finale plans. "This whole cast, me, Olivia, and Helena, this is us finishing. We were planning a fairly drunken farewell," Menzies disclosed to Deadline. But since everything was over so abruptly, they didn't even get the chance to say a proper goodbye to each other or anyone else on the set. Well, unlike many others, at least they managed to finish the shooting right before the quarantine began. In the same interview, the actor also admitted that he loved the experience and would miss playing Prince Philip. To make sure that he was accurate in his portrayal, Menzies had to watch numerous videos of the prince and listen to his audios, trying to imitate his intonations. "It's been a really interesting character to explore," Tobias said about Prince Philip. But despite brilliantly playing the Queen's husband, Menzies admitted that he wouldn't want to be one in real life. "I don't think it's a life I would like, to go into all of those rooms and have everyone be tongue-tied and shy," he said in an interview. Do you agree with him, or would you enjoy being part of the royal family? Share in the comments below, and let's move on. Helena Bonham Carter as Princess Margaret. Although, like her colleagues, she's sad about leaving, the actress is ready to pass the role on to the next actress. And Helena is also willing to teach her everything she knows about Princess Margaret. "I want to hand over my cigarette holder and say, good luck with this, but I could give a lot of tips if she wanted. I could set up a whole Margaret school by now," the actress said. Carter didn't learn so much about the late princess just like that. It was the result of hard work. In order to understand Margaret better, Helena talked to people who knew her, and she was also lucky to meet the princess in person a long time ago before she even got the part in The Crown. As the actress revealed to Stephen Colbert, her uncle used to know Margaret quite closely, and she was even a friend of the family. So Helena knew firsthand how complex and multidimensional her character was, and how much Margaret struggled with her mental health. One of the things the actress had to master for the role was the so-called royal accent that sounds very different from the typical British accent. She disclosed to Stephen Colbert that to imitate it, you shouldn't move your upper lip.
Try talking without moving your upper lip.
Go ahead and try it if you want to sound like a royal. Josh O'Connor as Prince Charles. Here's one of the characters who came to the foreground in Season 4. While preparing for his role as Charles, O'Connor realized one thing about him that sounds quite sad. What I'm gradually finding, he revealed to GQ, is a guy waiting for his mother to die for his life to have meaning. His whole life has been in purgatory. Waiting for your parent to die is pretty messed up. The actor added that Charles doesn't necessarily want it to happen, but his life doesn't have a purpose until it does happen. Well, he's kind of right. When you're the first in line for the throne, you pretty much have nothing else to do but expect to ascend there. But the version of Prince Charles we see on the small screen isn't necessarily similar to the real-life Prince Charles. For me, it was trying to find a balance and letting the audience feel safe in the knowledge that what I was doing felt like Prince Charles or felt like a Prince Charles they could recognize, O'Connor said, adding that his character is still a work of fiction and drama created by Peter Morgan. Many people who play real-life personalities are eager to meet them and see what they think about their portrayals, but not Josh. He's not interested in hanging out with Prince Charles, and honestly, the prince is probably not interested either. I got a gig playing him, but not even really him, O'Connor explained. Now, let's move on to his on-screen lover. Emerald Fennell as Camilla Parker Bowles. Years ago, when the Crown series had just begun, the actress said to her agent that if it were ever going to show Camilla on the screens, she'd like to audition for the role. I've always felt that she might be someone who maybe hasn't been treated very fairly, Emerald said to Vogue. Little did she know, her wish would come true, and she'd nail her audition. I absolutely love Camilla, and I'm very grateful that my teenage years have well prepared me for playing a chain-smoking serial snogger with a pudding bowl haircut, Fennell said in her casting announcement. Although the actress was over the moon when she got the role, she was also terrified because of the responsibility of being part of the all-star cast, telling a story of the most famous royal family in the world. But after working on the third season, Fennell realized that she had nothing to be afraid of because her castmates were incredibly nice, and they helped her feel very comfortable on the set. It was interesting for Emerald to play Camilla because of how challenging those times were for her. In the actress's opinion, Camilla never wanted to become the wife of a prince. She just fell in love with a man. Camilla wasn't interested in that life in any way. She'd rather be wearing fabulous miniskirts to fabulous parties, Fennell concluded. Well, who knows? And finally, the most anticipated addition to the series is Emma Corrin as Lady Diana Spencer. Tell me honestly, when you first saw her in the show's teaser, did you have to take a second look to make sure it wasn't Diana herself come down to earth? I know I did, because Emma Corrin looks like Diana's twin sister. But interestingly, no one ever told her before how much she resembles the late princess. My mum has been told that she looks like Diana. She often has been mistaken for her throughout her life, which is a really weird connection, she recalled. But I've never had that. I get young Jodie Foster. Well, we get the young Jodie Foster vibe too, but with that hair, the tiara, and of course that wedding dress. The resemblance is uncanny. Speaking of the wedding dress, Corrin said that wearing it was as incredible as you could imagine. Oh, I bet. And yet, the actress isn't as enraptured with young Diana's style. That second time she meets Charles when she's in those yellow dungarees, I just wanted to cry. I was like, are you joking? Awful, Emma said, and added that the princess's sense of style only developed later. But despite having to wear clothes she hated, Corrin definitely enjoyed portraying Diana. After all, she's been obsessed with the princess for years and even has a cockapoo named Spencer. As the actress once admitted, she's always been very protective of the princess, and she's proud to tell her story. To prepare for the role, Emma did extensive research, part of which was meeting with Diana's private secretary, Patrick Jeffson. To her delight, he said to her that the princess was very funny and happy most of the time. Besides this, the actress also worked with a movement coach, read biographies on Princess Diana, and watched heaps of documentaries. And eventually she started feeling like she knew Diana like a friend. I know that sounds really weird, but I get a great sense of companionship from her, Corrin explained. On the set, Emma put her studies to good use, and there are obviously countless moments we're eager to see. From her meeting Prince Charles for the first time to them getting married. And we know what's going to happen next. Are you excited about the new season of The Crown? What do you expect from it? Share in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and stay awesome. Thanks for watching.